Greetings, beautiful souls. My name is Vixen. I hope you are well. I'm sending you an incredible amount of love and light during this time. A very turbulent time that we are in with all the events that are happening astrologically. That is my aim for discussing today, is the planetary and astrological events happening in April 2024. It is very important to protect yourself during this time, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. For there's a lot going on. There's a lot being brought up to the surface, collectively and personally. So if you are feeling called to cleanse and clear your space, this is your confirmation that now is especially a time to do so. I've written an article explaining and going a little bit in depth into the solar eclipse, new moon, this comet Chiron, and the Mercury retrograde in Aries. Now, the sign Aries is an extremely dominant and very headstrong energy. So that on top of the Mercury retrograde, things are really, really, it's a rough ride right now. So, but it does have an extremely profound positive impact to all of this. I'm just reminding you, please stay protected, please stay guarded. If you can go into hermit mode right now, it's time to go into your hermit mode. For all my spiritual people in there, now is the time to enhance your intuition a little bit more if you go into this hermit mode, because it is a time of connection as well, connecting to the divine and also our inner selves. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world during this event, you are able to experience its effects energetically, as energy is not bound by the limitations of the third dimension. Every living being on Earth gets affected with solar and planetary events. Biologists will even study animals during this upcoming eclipse, as previous significant behaviors have been observed during eclipses. Humans get affected too, as ignorant of a species we think we are, which we really do. We have a profound understanding of the third dimensional plane, as we helped co-create it. With our ideas in our hands, we shape the world we live in. We receive guidance from the divine and of the things unseen, but we must not forget that we are sovereign beings with the ability to create, and therefore we are the caretakers of this earth and our own being. Energy is not bound to our limitations, but we are bound to it. Its universal divine laws affects us, whether you are conscious of that or not. Wisdom aids humanity with the right tool set to navigate life personally and collectively. To get a glimpse of the bigger picture, we can find the answers we seek in the stars and celestial bodies in our night sky. Nature is a divine guide. Let's delve into what the solar eclipse in Aries means on a collective and personal level. Solar and lunar eclipses has the nature of duality, light and darkness, yin and yang, masculine and feminine, the sun being the light that guides our day, and once in a while shines its glory to spotlight the moon. The moon, a place familiar with the darkness. The darkness is the things not seen, the subconscious, the shadow, the beautiful sacred mystery of the feminine, creativity, emotions, dreams, and tides. Both the sun and the moon impact the earth and every living being living on this planet on a physical and soul level. The solar eclipse on April 8th, occurring with a new moon in Aries, provides us with a significant and prolific glimpse into our subconscious to bring a lot of things that were in the shadow to light. Aries being an energy of assertive directness and fiery tendencies, we should have no doubt that this is a big energy. It is a good time to face what's been holding us back, as what we have been avoiding will be pushed to the surface. A big theme of this eclipse is healing, brought to you by the alignments of the comet Chiron. The media has really given it a bad rap by calling it the devil's comet. Comments. I'm a little bit upset about this because Chiron has got such a beautiful, beautiful meaning. Chiron is the wounded healer. In astrology, Chiron is described as our personal wounds. Its influence guides us through a journey of suffering or liberation in our life, changing perspectives. It brings an unavoidable aspect of self-examination to the surface. Having also a dualistic nature, this eclipse, depending on your personal healing journey, this is a season that will either make you or break you, depending on how you go about healing. And on top of all this, we are going through a Mercury retrograde, which in itself is a messy period that is uncomfortable to go through, but transmuted correctly can bring profound growth and change. For a deeper understanding into your personal birth charts and how these events will affect your life areas personally, and for more resources on astrology, you are more than welcome to contact me. Knowledge is power. It is an extremely powerful season energetically. We are reminded of the dualistic nature of life, and it is a time of incredible healing and transformation if you are willing to do the work. Our angels are guiding us at this time. Angels and guides communicate to us through signs and synchronicities, repeating numbers being one of them. We have the numbers 4 and 8 to have a look at here. The number 4 is my personal number for divine love, especially the love that's got to do with the twin flame or divine counterpart journey. In angelic numerology, 4 represents hope, love, achievement of goals, and angelic assistance, so we are strongly protected by the angels. And this is an impactful time for those on the twin flame and divine counterpart journey, as well as activating the true you in you, the true you, the true divine masculine and feminine within you. The science and media also states that the eclipse will last for 4 minutes, so 4 is a profound number in this event. Angel number 8 is the number of abundance, reward, infinity, and 888 is assigned to be a guiding light for others. 8 is the infinity symbol that also reminds us of the dualistic nature of life, the theme of this eclipse. That is the end of my article. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for listening. I'm now going to proceed with a solar eclipse tarot reading for the collective and for you. If you are a little bit against the world of tarot and divination, you are more than welcome to log off at this point. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you. So the solar eclipse tarot spread consists of 4 cards. Card number 1 I called the sun. Card number 2 the moon. Card number 3 the shadow. And card number 4 the light. So number 1, the sun, we're going to look at what external circumstances are you facing right now. Number 2, the moon, what your internal self is doing about these external circumstances. Number 3, the shadow unveiling. What should you let go of that's no longer serving your highest good? Number 4, the light. What should you embrace during this eclipse season and moving forward into a brighter path of healing? So let us begin. Okay, so take a deep breath with me. This reading is guided by my angels. Our angels are protectors of the highest lights. So angels, what do we have for the collective for the solar eclipse reading? What I'm also going to do here is just pause at times because the cards are making a bit of a noise. So please excuse me. Let us begin. Okay, we've got the Sun. For number one, what external circumstances are you facing right now? We have the High Priestess in reverse. I can actually confirm this with my own personal experience during this time, is that I've really got to actively, where it's not so difficult in other circumstances and events, we've got to actively tap into our intuition, because the energies around us are so, it's extremely intense. I also found myself in like a situation or two while I was out and about and not in my own personal space, comfortable space, and yeah, I did not connect with my intuition in times that I should have, and I have gotten myself out of some pretty sticky situations. So I think in the beginning of the reading, I did mention that if it is now time for you, if you feel that you need to clear your energy, please do so. And yeah, it is time to focus and hone in on your intuition, go into hermit mode, because it is needed at this time. But a lot of the collective is, there's definitely a switch off in intuition and all that because of all the disruptions going. Alright, Spirit, for the moon, what the internal self is doing about the external circumstances, about the High Priestess. How is the collective handling? How are you handling this? Alright, I feel this is a little bit more to do with how you could handle and how you could enhance your intuition a bit more, as we've got the King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, which shows me if you really do want to, or that's kind of a bit of a necessity, to activate and heighten your intuition, you've got to take some time out for some self-love, pour into your own cup, go into hermit mode for a bit, get in touch with nature. I'm feeling that water healing is extremely important. So if you're close to a body of water, it doesn't matter where, even if it's just a pond somewhere in your backyard or something, it's really got to sit there, connect with nature, because when you connect to nature, you connect to yourself, and your intuition is your higher self. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. So master that craft, master getting to know your higher self, getting to know your intuition, testing your intuition, and all that, and literally it is in your own hands, your intuition. It is up to you to feed it or to block it. Okay, so that's what we've got for the Sun, the High Priestess in reverse, and for the Moon we've got the King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, for what the collective could do to help the external circumstance of the collective not being too aware of the intuition. We've got to be we've got to get those antennas, up. All right, so 3, the shadow unveiling. The shadow unveiling. What do you need to know, or what do you need to let go of that's not serving your highest good, Spirit? What does the collective need to let go of that's not serving their highest good? I'm feeling called to do a 2 parts here with the shadow unveiling. What should the collective let go of, and what should you let go of as a personal being? So for the collective, we've got the Knight of Swords, and then we've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So what this tells me is that collectively we've really given out a message out there to the world. The message out there to the world is this whole thing of self, and not living in the, or not embracing the codependence or the codependent aspect of nature. I drew two knights, one in the reverse and one in the upright. So what I'm feeling here is the one in the upright is the type of traits that we are portraying as a collective and what we are teaching our children, for example, and for the generations to come. And the one in reverse, I feel, is that how we can be and how we can be more like, seeing as they are both messengers or bringers of messages. So the Knight of Swords tells me that it's an energy of a lot of, it's so much emphasis on like the mental aspect and not the emotional aspect of humanity. Like, we've become so closed off to community and codependence, where community and codependence are laws of nature, and we don't really like those laws. We see them as weak. So the collective has grown a bit cold in the heart department, should I say. And what we can do to change this is we can become the Knight of Wands. We can become the fiery, visionary, friendly, warm, inspiring people that we are supposed to be. Naturally, it comes naturally to us to be warm and creatures of love and compassion because we are human. We were assigned to be caretakers of this earth and the inhabitants in it, and we are not doing so. We are really, I don't want to speak bad about humanity right now, but we've really been closed off to our hearts here. And we've really got to, that's why I say the feminine aspect is so important for this world, because that caring, nurturing aspects of ourselves need to come out more so that we can look after the universe. Look after the world and look after the animals and look after our children and everything. So that's what I feel the collective is going through as a whole. And then for you personally, I don't know, it might feel like I'm speaking to someone specific here or a specific few groups of people, but let's see what we've got for specifics for the shadow unveiling. What should you let go of that's not serving your highest good? Ooh. We've got the Five of Wands, we've got the Two of Pentacles, and the Star card. Remember your divinity. A lot of conflict has, like I said, it's a Mercury retrograde, so a lot of conflict would arise. But this conflict has really, affected your ability to make sound decisions. It's you really trying to focus on healing right now, but it's just because of, I feel it's external influences, this conflict. It's not necessarily a conflict within yourself, but it's causing you to doubt your own healing and how far you've come, but you're becoming overbearing with this conflict that's happening around you. So it's time to let go of conflict, or giving into the conflict around you and being reactive to that. And it's time to remember your divinity and to not let all this conflict around you affect you emotionally or your divinity in any way. Know who you are. All right, so the last one, number 4, what should you embrace? So what you should embrace, the light. The light shines on this collectively and for the personal few that would resonate with this reading. But I drew the King of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Hangman. Now, the Death card is not something to be afraid of. It's a card of new beginnings and endings and transformations. And with the deck that I've got, the Death card is it's got such a beautiful illustration on top of it. And then we've got the Hangman. Both the Death and the Hangman focus on the crown chakra. So that is your chakra, your open communication to the divine. So it is definitely activated during this time in the three-dimensional plane, for where we can see, hear, and feel these effects of the solar eclipse on a soul level and a physical level. As with the King of Pentacles here, it affects us all on a three-dimensional level, as well as the cosmic level, as well as the soul level. With the King of Pentacles as well, it's a very masculine energy. Same with the King of Cups that we drew earlier on. As with other planets that are aligned with the solar eclipse and everything, as a whole, it brings an incredible masculine energy to the table and to the world. Hopefully, like I said, there's a very dualistic nature with this, with eclipses in general, but especially with this one, as a dualistic nature of, and it's also been with the last few months, depending on how your healing journey has been the last few months, it all ties in with the events happening with the solar eclipse. Where are you in your healing journey? If you've been ignoring healing, then you're going to have a pretty tough time right now, as everything's going to be brought to the surface and you're going to have to be forced to look at them. But if you've spent some time with healing and inner work, it's going to be extremely difficult but transformative time for you. A death and rebirth. So a death of a lot of the old things, because it's going to come to light, and then you're going to realize them, and then you're going to let go, because there's also a feeling of letting go here, because us as humanity, we're in this hangman position, where we're just hanging in suspension. We don't know what's going on, but seeing as this is going reversed, we've got the King of Pentacles, we've got Death, which is number 13, and then the Hangman, which is number 12. So I feel like number 12 is humanity and the collective, and you and me as a whole, that we're hanging in this suspension, but our crown chakras are open, and we're open and ready. Let me just get a clarifier on the Hangman. So yes, the clarifier for the Hangman is the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Five of Swords in reversed. So what this is telling me is that humanity is in this Knight of Pentacles sort of vibe. Also like action, like seeing as we are in the year of the dragon, in Chinese, what's a Chinese astrology, not astrology, but you know what I'm saying. We're in the year of the dragon, so it indicates an extreme amount of success and career and financial gain and success in the three-dimensional world. So I feel that the collective energy is everyone's working, everyone is, well, not everyone, but the collective energy out there is to go and get your coin, you know, and yeah, but we are hanging in suspension because we just don't know what's going on. It's just everything's a bit murky at the moment. But it tells me with the Five of Swords in reverse that we are stuck in this, we are stuck in a very state of anxiety mind. But the solar eclipse, it's gonna cleanse a lot of anxiety, because it does come with the healing aspects of Chiron and the cleansing properties of the sun and light. As I said, it's bringing everything in to the surface for us to look at, and this is going to take us out of this Five of Swords energy into a time that is just going to be incredibly healing and powerful, and it's going to take us from the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, where I think we are going to, as a collective, reach a level of success in this three-dimensional world, because remember what I said, that we are co-creators of this space that we know as the third dimension. Because I mean, everything came from our thought. Yes, there has been divine guidance all the time, but we still have these hands, and we take the ideas that we get and we create with our hands, you know. And a lot of those ideas do come from our higher selves and everything. As we are sovereign beings, we are a sovereign collective as well. So we are moving from the Knight of Pentacles into the King of Pentacles energy by the sun's incredibly transformative and positive energy. All right, so that was a very so I do readings with career. I specialize in love readings and the divine counterpart journey, twin flame, soulmates, karmics, and all that. So I don't know if I should get out my messages deck, but I think let me get out the messages deck and let's get messages from our angels, possibly if we've got a message from our angels. 111. Shifting into a higher timeline, transformation and alignments. Please can I have a animal sign maybe for my collective to see as a sign of forward movements of self-improvement. If an animal pops out, then we know we've got an animal card. So what do we have? Okay. So do we have a animal card, Spirit? Let's see if there's an animal card in this pile here. Angels are saying, we love you. We absolutely love you. I've got blue eyes for clarity here, so, and self-love. So we've got to look at ourselves with the utmost of love and highlights. And yes, the animal card that came through here is the dragon. So we're going to see what forward movement sign this is. So if you see dragons, then it means, let's see, Spirit, what does the dragon mean? Ooh, for the collective? And immediately the Lover's card popped out. If you are on the divine counterpart journey, this is a message from your divine counterparts, from them to let you know that they are here with you during this healing and trying time. But let me just see other meanings of the Lovers. Interesting read we're having here. Love, union, alignment, divinity, blessed, fruitious relationships. Wow, we've got some air energy here. Got earth energy. Death is... see, what is death? I think death is Cancer and Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. Hangman is water. So we've got water energy, we've got air energy, we've got earth energy. Okay, I can't find death. We have Scorpio energy here. So yeah, it's truly a battle between mind and passion with humanity right now. But yeah, alignment standing out strong because we've got the 111 shifting into a higher timeline alignments, and then we've got the Lover's card for alignments. Death and new beginnings, also alignments. So I'm going to get some, for those on the divine counterpart journey, the dragon message will resonate with you. I'm going to get some signs, astrological signs and some charms. Just hang on one second. Okay, some astrological signs coming out here. We've got Virgo, we've got Sage, Sagittarius, we've got Gemini, and we've got Leo. Alright. Sorry, I'm just pausing the video because I forgot to put it in a box, so it's a bit crinkly. It's got the crinkly sound. It's a bit hectic with the speaker. Just hold on, I'm going to get some charms. Alright, some charms. I've got a tree, I've got a monkey, Oh, I've got twin flames and let me get another one. We've got the dolphin, we've got family crest, and we've got the star. So what the dolphin is telling me, that the dolphin is my animal guide, my animal spirit familiar for inner childhood healing. It's my inner child spirit animal. So I'm sensing a lot of the wounds that would be, because remember with Chiron, it's exposing the wounds, it's healing the wounds. It's a lot of, and with the family crest coming in as well, it's a lot of past trauma, a lot of childhood trauma, possibly generational trauma with this family crest here. And we've got a tree to remind us to stand firm and stand rooted. And again, if it is a twin flame journey, if you correlate with the signs, or if you and your twin flame are the signs of Sagittarius, what's it, Virgo, Leo, or Gemini, the dragon is a significant sign of your divine counterpart or twin flame, letting you know that they are with you during this time. So yeah, the tree stand rooted, and the monkey to me signifies trouble all the way, but trickster trouble, you know. So just also when it comes to that intuition, just make sure you're actively using that intuition. And yeah, with the twin flames, obviously there's a message here. I thank you, Spirit, for the charms. That was very nice. Oh, and with the star is, remember the shining, beautiful star that you are. Let us take guidance and lessons from the celestial bodies and the stars in our sky, and let them be lessons from the divine to us. All right, I'm going to do some Nordic runes for the collective, and for you and for me. Ooh, so we've got fertility coming out, so it is definitely a time of a lot of growth. And I don't know, I'm just getting this funny yeah, just really be careful out there if you are going out and about unprotectedly, to prevent any unexpected situations or scenarios, as this could be a very active time with all the trouble and tricks going around, you know what I'm saying. So we've got fertility and we've got stability. So know that you are grounded and stable at this time, if you choose to tap into that. Bring awareness where you can to people, to make them aware of their chakras and everything, because it does provide a sense of stability, you know. But you are protected, your angels are looking after you, you are stable during this time of turbulence. And then we have breakthrough, the day. Wow, that is really beautiful. So definitely the solar eclipse is going to bring a lot of, and I've got disruption here as well, and I know that disruption at the bottom of the rune deck. I know that there's going to be a lot of disruption with the communication and all that. But breakthrough, the day, yes, the sun shining lights on everything that needs to be seen and worked at and healed. So this has been your reading. I hope it resonated with you. I've got 7:44 on the timer here, so it is a good time to end this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let me know if you'd like to have more content, as this is my very first collective that I'm doing. Thank you so much. Lots of love and light from me, your spirits. What can I call myself? Mystic from your mystic. Vixen Starfire. Thank you so much. Lots of love.